Good morning, everybody. It's a Monday, and I hope you're having a great day. I know I checked in with one of my friends, and she told me that she was having an awful Monday, but then she got some good news, so she's feeling a little bit better about her day. So I hope you're having a great Monday, and this is Dr. Kelly. Good morning. I am bringing you a new little series that I thought I would try called good morning, Emily. You're always so faithful. I love having you learn and always joining me on these Facebook Lives. It's great to see you, Emily, and you've been doing a fantastic job with your family. I thought I'd bring to you a Monday Madness Healthy Life Tips. I get tons and tons of questions all the time about things in my lifestyle. What do I do different? Or how do you go about this? Or I know when I work with some of you, you're always thinking, well, this is so hard and there's so much to learn. And there absolutely is. And don't think for 1 minute that I know everything, because I don't. I'm always learning, constantly learning. Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Tim. And we all need to be on a relentless pursuit to continually benefit ourselves and get ourselves healthier. So I want to share with you things that I've already learned. But again, don't think that I know everything, because I don't. You can teach me too. And I'm always looking for new information that I want to bring to you as well. So just know, when there's somebody out there who acts like they do know everything, you know that's not the person you want to follow, because nobody knows everything. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about how you stink and how you are sweaty. Okay. Not stink like you're a bad person. I mean, literally stinky. Okay. I have met some women and worked with some women who have been so sick for so long that they stopped sweating. And let me tell you, that's a bad thing. We were made to sweat, people. You have to sweat. Boy, mom used to the stink. Me too. And I'm going to show you in a little while some of the things that we use to combat the stink. But I want you to understand why I'm talking to you about this morning. And this is just going to be something brief. These Mondays, hopefully, will be brief. And if I start talking too long, you got to stop me. Okay? But why? Okay. Hello, Amanda. These women who got so sick that they stopped sweating, that's a super bad thing. And if you use antiperspirants, okay, we're going to talk about antiperspirants. I want you to stop using them, because it does the same thing. These women stopped sweating because their bodies weren't strong enough and healthy enough. Good morning, Dr. Dennis. They stopped being able to get rid of toxins through sweat. They stopped being able to regulate their own temperature if you don't sweat. So an antiperspirant stops you from sweating. Okay, it's a bad thing. You need to sweat. Now, I know there can be different circumstances where you don't want to be the person, either the woman or the man, who has wet armpits. Okay, I get that. But there are other things that you can do, and know that it's a natural part of your body, and you don't want to stop something that's a natural occurrence. Again, why? You get rid of toxins, and it helps to regulate your temperature. Really, really important things. Okay. Antiperspirants stop you from sweating, and that's no good. Those women that I was referencing, once we got them healthy, once we got rid of toxins, once we got them balanced, once they got their inflammation gone, guess what happened? They started sweating again. And that's a fabulous thing. All right. So I want you to steer towards a deodorant, because a deodorant is targeted at your stink. Right, Emily? It's targeted at, so those boys aren't so stinky. Your kid's not going to be the stinky one in school, right? We don't want to have that happen, because you don't want to, get known as being the stinky kid. All right. But I want you to have choices and to know how to make some good choices. So when you choose a deodorant, whoops, wrong side. I knew I was going to do that. A deodorant, right? There are 3 things that you want to avoid: aluminum, triclosan, and propylene glycol. They are endocrine disruptors. What does that mean? An endocrine disruptor means it goofs up your hormones. So it throws off your whole endocrine hormone system. That includes your thyroid, that includes your female hormones or your testosterone if you're a man as well. So those things disrupt your body. And aluminum, why is that used? Let me show you an example. This was the only old deodorant I could find in my house to show an example. But I'm going to open up this little tab because it shows us the ingredients. They're actually kind of hidden. Isn't that funny that you literally have to open up this tab to be able to find out what is in this deodorant? And this is actually an antiperspirant deodorant. But look at that. Active ingredient, aluminum, and then the tetrachlora something dex, right? As the antiperspirant. And then even all of the inactive ingredients, I mean, I can't even read some of those. I don't know what cyclopentasiloxane, and there's alcohol, and there's some color and hydrogenated oils. There's perfume. So you know that's synthetic, and that's always going to be harmful to you. But the aluminum clogs the pores. It clogs or plugs up the sweat glands. So it stops you from sweating. It helps with the wetness. So it really eliminates that for you, and that can help tremendously, right? But if these sweat glands, which gets rid of toxins, are all plugged up, where are the toxins going? They're not going anywhere. They're staying right there inside. And when we look at aluminum, what is that? It's a heavy metal. Good morning, Mary. My 12-year-old daughter's doctor told her to use Dove 24 hours. I was mortified. Absolutely, I agree. Many other choices, and you can even make your own deodorant. Remember that too. Now, I'm not going to show you that today because I don't make my own, but I know lots of people who do. When you are looking at your deodorant, Ashley, you probably make your own deodorant. You make a lot of your own things. Maybe you can share a recipe in the comments later. But the aluminum, the triclosan, and the propylene glycol are all damaging. Aluminum's a heavy metal. And you know the biggest disease that is tied to aluminum? Because aluminum gets in the fat, and you have the most fat in your brain, okay? Alzheimer's and dementia has been linked to aluminum for 40 years. I remember doing research on that when I was in my undergrad in the early 1990s, when I was going to nursing school, how they found aluminum in the brains of people with Alzheimer's and dementia. So they've known this for a long, long time. And what does your skin do, people? Your skin absorbs anything that you put on it within 28 seconds. Okay, so when you put your aluminum underneath your arms like that, sucks right on in, plugs your sweat glands. Now you don't get rid of toxins, and now you absorbed into your bloodstream aluminum, and your body's going to say, hey, this isn't normal. I can't deal with this. I need to get rid of it. And it will be able to excrete some of it, but the risk is that you get toxic on it. Good morning, Ivory. You don't want to get toxic on it, and if your body can't deal with it, it's gonna hide it away in fat cells, okay? And that's going to be in your brain, and you don't want to get Alzheimer's, and you don't want your family with Alzheimer's. The other things that aluminum causes in your body, have you ever heard of oxidative damage? You know, those free radicals, they cause damage and they cause inflammation in your body, to your tissues. I know you've heard of antioxidants, like vitamin C. Good morning, Sue, is the best example of an antioxidant out there, right? You all know about vitamin C. If you're getting sick, take more vitamin C. Vitamin C, this, in all of your fruits, in all of your vegetables, you're getting tons of antioxidants. When you want to be healthier, you take a supplement that gives you antioxidants. Well, what does that mean? Antioxidants help to stop the free radicals, which is a free oxygen that can cause damage, okay? They have to stay bound. So it sops those up so that it doesn't cause damage. Aluminum, that side, is going to cause inflammation and oxidative damage to your tissues because it's not normal. And then the last big thing that I want you to think about, and there is research to disprove this, but there's also research to prove it. So I want you to take the information and you apply it how you like. But again, in the armpits, let's talk about breast cancer. Breast cancer, often found in those lymph nodes, right? If you end up having a lumpectomy, if you end up having a mastectomy because you have breast cancer, what else do they take? They don't just take your breast, right? They take all of the lymph nodes. And lymph nodes are part of your immune system, which protects you, and it's a drainage system. So now you've used an antiperspirant with aluminum and you've clogged all the glands there, right? You clogged the sweat glands, so the toxins all stay in, so the lymph nodes get swollen and they get overwhelmed. And do you think that puts you at a bigger risk for breast cancer? It sure does. Yeah, it does. So I want you to think about that. Again, now if you go do research on that, you're going to find people that say that there is no causal link. But I want to give you tips to help you be healthier, and there are better choices. So if you can use something else that helps with the stink underneath your arms and it won't put you at risk for breast cancer or Alzheimer's disease, isn't it worth it? I think it's worth it. Don't forget too, aluminum foil cooks right into your food. And think about those of you who are drinking soda or beer out of aluminum can. If that can ever got hot, do you think it leached any aluminum into your drink? Think about those things. Good morning, Robin, and good morning, Cheryl. Thanks for joining. Okay, fun part, last part. I'm going to give you some examples, and these are all products that I have in my home, in my cupboard for deodorant and for some of the kids and for my husband. So a variety. Good morning, Lynn and Heather. And I think I said hello, Cheryl. A variety of different kinds. Now, I am not promoting one product. I am not selling a product for a deodorant. Good morning, Sue. Today, okay, I am just giving you examples to say, this is easy, guys. It's not expensive and it lasts a long time. All right, this is what I started with, a crystal deodorant stick. Okay, I used to use a different brand like this, Thai Crystal. This is a mist, though. This is actually a spray that goes underneath your arms. They also have a stone like this one. And I'm just going to show you this because how on earth do you use a stone? Well, this is a mineral stone and it's dry. You just put it underneath your faucet. You get it a little bit wet. You put it under your arms like you would deodorant. Let it dry for a second. Let your stone dry before you recap it, and you're done. Works pretty well. I have a variety of different things that I'm going to show you because what I do personally is, like, this stone will work great for me for months, and then I start to feel like it's not working as good, so I rotate. I use a different brand. I use a different kind for a while, so I work through a couple of different ones. Again, this is a deodorant stick or a mineral stick. This brand also has a mineral stick, but I thought I'd try their spray because my kids don't want to use a mineral stick for some reason. They think that's gross. I really, really like Primal Pit Paste. Now, some people don't like this because it's a cream. So you got to dip your finger in there and you just rub it on underneath your arm. So, like, I think my husband doesn't like it so much because he's got a lot of hair underneath his arm. So he's got to put this goop underneath his arm. But I really like it. Tons of good flavors. They smell good and it goes on nice. They also do have it in the form of a stick. So for those of you who don't want to put the putty on your finger, but this is really creamy and smooth. So that's why I like it. So they do have a stick. This one's a little bit dry, but normally this goes on pretty well. But again, that's why I like their paste. This is one that I've been using the most recently, EO, Organic Deodorant, All Day Clean. It's been working fantastic. Again, it's just a spray, and you're all done. Now, some of the boys want to smell a little more manly, and some of these either have no smell or they don't think it smells manly. So I started getting some of the boys this men's stock, and it's got a herbal pine smell to it, so it smells a little bit more manly. So that's been working good. Tim's using that one a lot. And then there's another brand that I heard of. I think it's, shoot, I had it in my brain this morning. Oh, I forget now. Oh, shoot, can't remember. Schmidt's is something that I like. Again, this cedar wood and juniper is a little bit more manly smell. This charcoal and magnesium helps to be detoxing. I like that one a lot too. Now these, I had to teach my husband something about them. They are just regular deodorant sticks, But the key thing about this is that you actually have to set it on your arm first, let it get a little bit warm, and then it'll go on smoothly. If you just try to put it on, nothing's going to come off right away. It just needs to be warmed up. Good morning, Heather and Alex. And that's all I got. I think it's native. That was the other brand that I've heard some other people say is excellent. They really like it a lot. Again, what I do, I rotate between this one, this one, this one, and a stone. So I use each of them for a couple of months, maybe a couple of weeks, to keep them all working great, because personally I found that, yay, I love this, it works great. And then I'm like, oh, I think I might be a little stinky. Maybe I need to switch it up. So don't feel bad, or if you've been in that same situation, just rotate them. And then the next one works great again. So that's what I wanted to do, give you some examples, easy ways. They're inexpensive. They're no more expensive than the other kinds of deodorant. Again, you can, Heather says she loves the Schmidt's. I have them on, I'm on an auto send for Schmidt's actually. So that's fantastic. Lots of great choices out there. You want to choose something that's going to be safe. Don't put yourself at any more risk than you need to, okay? So thanks for joining me. I hope you appreciated it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up, please. And don't forget to share it, and because somebody else needs help with their stink, and they need to know what some good choices are out there. So I appreciate you being here. I'm going to keep Mondays really short and sweet. I've got some other topics lined up for you, and I will see you again soon. Let me see. Alex, what did you say? Have to warm it up first. Yep, absolutely. My wife uses the salt stone. No deodorant works best for me. Apparently, I am super sensitive. I don't know. This is working really good for my husband, Alex. Maybe try this if you haven't in the past. But again, everybody's different. What was that? I think Steph says she's been using the native. Fantastic. Okay, they have one that doesn't have baking soda, Steph says also. And you're very welcome for the info. Good morning, Crystal. And I'm just scrolling quick through these messages. I read Patchouli works. Haven't tried it. Patchouli, P-A-T-R-O-U-L-I. I've never used it. I've never heard of it. But if it's a good, healthy example, Heather, thanks a lot for sharing. Alex says, something's going to pull a man's armpit hair out. Trust me, he says. So if it gets too sticky, yucky in there. My guys use Schmidt's and Truly's, says Emily. I haven't heard of Truly's either, but fantastic. That's what this is about, giving you options to use. So I'm going to go through the options that I showed you again, and then I'm going to cut us off. So this is Thai Crystal, Schmidt's, EO, and you may be asking where you get these from. Amazonaclaus is my friend. Here's another Schmidt's or Amazon. Okay. I think from Primal Pit Paste, I go to their direct website, and I've ordered direct from Schmidt's as well. This is Aubrey's product. And then this is, who is that? Who is the brand? I guess it's just Crystal as the brand there. So I hope that was helpful for you. I want you guys to all have a fantastic Monday. Did I forget to mention anything that I put up there? I don't think so. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.